the current economic development of financial planning is absolutely necessary for every individual who has a family and has a family, especially in Indonesia. Along with the times, it seems clear the pattern of life of Indonesian people is fairly consumptive. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable of the Judges and the Committee of Second International Conference on Innovative Approaches in Business, Education, and Technology 2021. My name is Nefaorin Atara Sayyidina from State University of Jakarta in Indonesia. I would like to present my research with the title is The Effect of Islamic Financial Literacy and the Application-Based Islamic Financial Planning on the Decline of Consumptive Behavior in Indonesia. Before we start, there is some point of section of this research. There are introduction, literature review, thoughts, discussion, and conclusion. Let's start with introduction. Background of the research. First, the Financial Service Authority also stated that Indonesian society is increasingly consumptive, reflected in the lifestyle pattern that tend to squander money not according to his needs, but based on the desire alone, like emerging increasingly sophisticated technology such as the latest gadget or branded bag that make humans willing to queue for hours just to satisfy their desire when it is not needed. Next, the existence of this consumptive behavior makes Indonesian people have a low awareness in saving. Based on data from the Cake Data Page 2021, state Indonesian gross national saving ratio of 35% in March 2021. Saving Indonesia has not experienced a significant increase, can be seen the highest increase occurred 11 years ago, namely in 2011, and in 2021 hasn't been able to reach a figure above 37%. Another problem faced by Indonesian people toward finance is that people do not have the ability to manage financial management personally. Based on the survey conducted by Financial Health Index, at the age of 35 years of the people in Indonesia haven't done financial management and only start at the age of 41 years in conducting financial management related in their retirement. In addition, Indonesia feel financially secure on the scale of 7.5 out of 10, but only 37% have saving to meet the needs of living more than 6 months if they lose the main source of income. This can be interpreted that people of Indonesia haven't been able to manage financial management for emergency needs and needs in the future. In fact, in Islam, it is not this scientific focus on consumption. Indonesia has the largest Muslim population in the world of 229 million people in 2020. But in fact, Indonesia is still lacking of knowledge about financial literacy. Concept in Islamic financial planning concern including calculating income and expenditure is encouraged with Sharia principle. Doing debt management to minimize the doing activities with debt. Risk management that must be prepared according with the Sharia principle. Making Islamic financial investment, preparing insurance for unexpected event in the future by staying in the accordance with Islam, and not forgetting to charity, wakaf, hajj, and umrah saving. Financial planning is also needed because Indonesian people still have a low level of literacy in financial terms. Indonesian people in the productive age don't fully understand financial literacy in general. This is unfortunate because if people already understand the importance of financial literacy can foster awareness in the community to make smart financial decisions, skill in managing money effectively, forming a good budget, and controlling saving and loans. And last, there is already a lot of digital financial planning that can be used, such as Keuanganku, Halovina, Alia, Dompetku, and many more. But there is no Islamic-based financial planning, so that there needs to be a new renewal in terms of financial planning, but still in accordance with Sharia Islamic, so that the people of Indonesia can do the Sharia principle financial planning that can improve Islamic financial literacy. Therefore, the purpose of this study is to find out the influence of Islamic financial planning application and Islamic financial literacy on the decline of consumptive behavior in Indonesia. Next is literature review. There are several literature reviews that have been taken. First, consumptive behavior. According to Maula and Consumptive 2020, a person is said to have consumptive behavior when they buy and use the good without rational thinking and without limits. They also attach more importance to desire factors compared to needs. According to Mitra et al. In 2019, consumptive behavior is when a person consumes goods not because of his or her functional needs, but because of the demands of prestige, status, or simply style of life. Second, Islamic financial literacy. According to the Kumar et al. In 2017, financial literacy is about how a person can manage his money using the knowledge of finance itself, and finance literacy is not limited to proficient and knowledgeable people. According to Fatima, in 2018, financial literacy is important in a person's financial condition because financial literacy has an influence of all aspects of the finance, starting from planning, spending, financial management, and decision making. Third, Islamic financial planning. According to the Muzaimah in 2020, financial planning is a process in which a person or individual strives to meet his or her financial goals through the development and implementation of the comprehensive financial plan, and good financial planning will produce a clear financial plan and facilitate a financial plan like a blueprint that can show where the direction of the individual's planning condition is going. And the last is mobile application. According to the Pototrack and the Dolgaya in 2018, mobile application consists of software of programs that run on a mobile device and perform certain tasks for the user. Mobile application is a new and fast-growing global information segment, and mobile app communication technology is something that's easy, user-friendly, cheap, downloadable, and can run off the most phone, including entry-level phones. The goal of developing mobile application is to provide condition when the maximum number of the user use the app for the maximum time. That means that the application developed must have an appropriate quality and purpose so that the maximum user around the world would like it. Next, methods. The research and development methods with a qualitative approach. The population is the study with students at universities in Indonesia, as many as 154 people in this study. The author sampled as many as 115 college students in Indonesia. The sampling technique used probability sampling technique by means of simple random sampling, and the site is variety of exciting sites. The hypothesis is, first, Islamic financial literacy has a positive and significant influence on the decline of consumptive behavior. And Islamic financial planning application have a positive and significant influence on the decline of consumptive behavior. By the hypothesis test, using the double linear regression statistical method using software SPSS version 25. Multiple linear regression is the most widely used multivariate technique in various studies. According to the Yuliara at 2016, the regression equation model can be used as a guideline to predict a relationship between variable outside and the data sampled in population. Next, discussion and result. Testing of the Islamic financial literacy hypothesis of the application of Islamic financial planning is stated exceptive. This is due to the significance value of the t-test on the Islamic financial literacy variable of 0.0 and on the Islamic financial planning application variable of 0.0. Both variables meet the accepted requirement and the hypothesis that the significant value must be smaller than 0.05. The result of the calculation of the coefficient of determination can be known that the value of R squared of 0.362, the influence of Islamic financial literacy and Islamic financial planning application on the decline of consumptive behavior amounted to the 36%, while the remaining 30.8% was influenced by another variable. The source of the test and illustration that Islamic financial literacy and Islamic financial planning have a significant effect to the decline of consumptive behavior. Therefore, Islamic financial literacy and Islamic financial planning application are needed to help lower the level of consumptive behavior in Indonesia. Conclusion. This study was conducted with the aim of measuring factors can overcome consumptive behavior. The variables tested were Islamic financial literacy, Islamic financial planning application, and consumptive behavior. From the hypothesis that concluded the researcher that the result of follows, Islamic financial literacy has a positive and significant influence on the decline of consumptive behavior. It can be concluded that Islamic financial literacy is one of the factors that can affect in the decline of consumptive behavior. And Islamic financial planning application have a positive and significant influence on the decline of consumptive behavior. It can be concluded that the application of Islamic financial planning is one of the factors that can affect and decline the consumptive behavior. From the research, the author concluded that Islamic financial literacy and Islamic financial planning application are needed for Indonesian people, especially for young people, to reduce consumptive behavior. And do not squander your wealth extravagantly. Verily, the spender are brother of Satan, and the Satan is very disbeliever in his Lord. Quran Al-Isra 26 and 27. Thank you for your attention. I am Nefaorin Atara Sayyidina from Indonesia. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.